Tex.
Hi, Day.
Hi, how you? Sorry, I missed the other day meetings. All of a sudden, I had some guests, so I couldn't attend. I was almost ready to attend it and had some guests. Sorry for
I'll
that.
need you to ping me separately because we have something that we need to get worked out ASAP.
Okay. You want to do it today or Monday? Monday is good.
Oh, today's good if we can get it done.
Yeah, let me check. I think after this call, I don't have anything. Let me check one sec.
We have budget right after this, but
Oh yeah, budget is there. Gosh. 7:30. Commercialization is also something. I don't know why I'm there, but yeah, that's 8:30 also. I'm there. Very tight. Is it time sensitive for today, or can we do a Monday? Monday, I'm comfortable comparatively.
I'm trying to get your visa application in ASAP unless something's changing.
Okay. We'll catch maybe. What time is it? 3 hours from now. How is it?
Well, maybe if we can do it right after the budget call, or I'll just side channel you during that call and we can get it done.
Okay. And also, there are somehow two meetings of the same open source committee. I don't know why one did not get deleted, but I have two invites, 6:30. Every day I get confused like which one is the correct one.
You know what? I wonder if, God darn it, Google changed everything. It's not even our fault.
That's it. I'm just trying to see. Hey, Sebastian.
Hey, everybody. Hey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Good.
That's nice.
So another few minutes, guys. We'll get started. We're trying to get most of the committee in here if we can.
Yeah.
Okay, Eric.
Hello.
Did you by chance see my DM yesterday?
No, I don't think I did.
Okay. There's a conflicting meeting today, and it's the Intersect Town Hall, so you should have another invite for it. I don't know if you're able to kind of pop in and out and present for OSC quickly, or if that's not going to work based on our agenda. So,
What do you think is most important, that I'm in here or the town hall?
I think we should be getting Ben here at some point. So I would hate for you to miss out on that, but that would be a good opportunity while he's talking to us about anything that wasn't covered by email. Then we can probably gives you 5 or 10 minutes to be over there. But if that's too much pressure, then no worries.
Okay. Let me see if I find the invite.
Sure.
For the town hall. Is it on SteamYard? I have the green room in my calendar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where you would go through. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just go there. I don't know. if I can be in both meetings at once and still keep my head straight. So I'll go over there, and then once I present it, I'll come back here.
Okay. Yeah, just drop a note and see if they can let you right in, and then we'll get back to here. Looks like we're fairly cored as it is. So yeah, I'll just run through the first little bit here because I think you're up to date on the rest of it. Did you leave already? You left already. Perfect. Okay. So I guess we'll kick it off. Welcome to the Open Source Committee meeting, April 2nd, 2026. Currently, we've got 3 committee members, 3 of our developer advocates, and we do have our security support from Intersect as well.
Are we not 4?
Georg had to step out for just a moment.
Oh, okay, you already dropped off. So yeah. Okay, fine. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
No worries. Okay. Bear with me for just a second here. Okay. So here's the agenda. I apologize if anyone has not seen this. I don't think I got it into the Discord channel, but of course we do update this in ClickUp. So we will go ahead and start off with the developer advocate check-in. So just any additional comments that we have from any of the developer advocates, and if anybody wanted to comment on reviews or still needs additional time for reviews, which if we can get those done today or early tomorrow, that'd be great. We do also have the Q1 progress report that's been at least drafted. I'm going to add a bit to that in my review. I haven't been able to start that quite yet, but it's on my list for today. So.
Christian text is that I could not give the time it earlier. I was supposed to be in last week. Now, in the current situation, you require my additional feedback, or it's already covered mostly? Like, I think we were agreed that like 2% give the feedback should be fine, kind of, no?
Any feedback that you provided at this point is great. If you're not in a position to provide more at this time, that's fine. It's just okay. If you can, the more comments we have from the committee members, the better off that would be. But no, I don't want anybody to feel pressured.
Thank you.
Dan, Uche, anything we need to know from your side?
Nothing for now.
One question to each of the David advocates that I found in my calendar some of the developer experience group invite, and I asked some of the developers to go and join there, and I think it happened twice, nobody's there. So maybe those are meeting not being attended, mistakes, or I don't know what it is. It was like yesterday was almost around the same time, or maybe an hour earlier than this time, or then developer experience group, I think regular meeting.
Which one are you referring to? Sorry, are you referring to the Cardano Developer Experience Innovation Working Group, or?
That's right. That's exactly the name, yeah.
Or the Cardano one?
Yeah. So that's handled by you guys or someone else? I'm not sure.
Well, so for that one, it's not exclusive to just us. It's like a cross-organizational working group session. So it's basically for us to kind of like think of how we can consolidate documentation and into one piece. So it's different from our usual developer experience working group sessions. It's completely different. So this one is more it's more, kind of like exclusive to, to developer advocates from Intersect and from the Cardano Foundation, and also, others from the wider Cardano ecosystem. Yeah, I think Tex can also mention one.
Yeah. Bear with me. There were some updates to Google this week that were unannounced, and it turns out that I'm just now discovering that every single meeting has kind of changed. So I'm going to go back through and double and triple check every link to make sure that it's all up to date.
Okay, so maybe this was the reason, but what I'm saying is that in that meeting, twice the developers checked in, and nobody was there. So that's why I'm just trying to check. Is that maybe no more supposed to be happen than we? And if it is our Intersect related or set up by someone else, I'm not sure. But it was, yeah, Developer Experience Group Innovation, something was the title.
Yeah, so like I mentioned, the one we handle, twice weekly is the developer experience working group sessions. So it's different from this one you're talking about. But we also are part of this. This one is, like Tex mentioned, there's been some changes in the dates. But again, it's us and then some folks from the Cardano Foundation and other stakeholders coming together to decide on how we can figure out, the whole information, the new documentation for Cardano. So I think it's a different meeting. I think it would be nice to direct them to join the DevX working group sessions instead.
Yeah, okay, understand. So one concern, of course, is that meeting which you're saying the multi-group supposed to be there look like it's not happening. So that's a concern in a way. But you're saying that your two meetings are different. Can you just share the link which one is? Because I want to redirect some of the developers to attend that. Yeah.
So if you go to, let me just, yeah. So if you go to devx.intersect.mbo, down you would see like a DevX sessions button.
Can you put the link so it's easier for me? Okay.
Okay, let me just, yeah. So it's like a widget thing. Once you click the button, it shows you the two sessions that we lead.
So the first one, right? Developer Experience Working Group, right?
Yes.
And where is the meeting series?
Uche, can you check those links because they may be broken now?
Which of them?
Yeah, can you verify on the website that the links are going correctly, because Google changed the links on us without notice.
Let me see.
Okay, I'm sharing the sessions. Got it right now. I got something what I needed.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we able to move on?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the link works as usual. So works.
We do have a pretty packed agenda. Some stuff may need to move. We'll work on that. Next, what I'll do is I'll move over to Sebastian to talk to us a little bit more about Builderfest. I would have Georg presenting as well, but again, we had a little bit of a conflict that we're trying to work out in terms of meetings. So, Sebastian, if you wouldn't mind kind of giving us that update.
Yeah, hi everybody. We did a report where you can find the details and our findings around the event and our representation on behalf of the open source committee. Some opportunities are right in that involvement. For example, related to the developer advocates, there is an opportunity to get closer to local ambassadors and advocates that are working in universities, bringing together massive numbers of developers, junior developers. So we have there an opportunity to start working with them in this kind of relationship, ambassadors and local advocates and Intersect developer advocates. I think we have there a good opportunity to start bringing new developers to the ecosystem. And other kinds of opportunities that we identify with Georg, just go to the report. Is has been posted in the Discord, and if you have some feedback, it's welcome. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
If
there are-
you have questions, something.
Any questions before we move on?
I do have one question, Sebastian. How can we get in touch with those ambassadors? So,
Yeah, I have the contact of one of these ambassadors. He is present in the presentation. I can give you I can give you the contact. But the general idea is it's a use case that it's present in other different countries. We're talking about countries and ambassadors and advocates doing that kind of job, but disconnected from other pieces in the ecosystem or other members or organizations in the ecosystems. The idea is to start articulating some kind of common job, common work. Yeah, but I'll give you later the contact of this ambassador.
okay, thank you very much.
Thanks to you.
All right. So we'll move on to the Open Source Summit's North America updates. For anyone who was not aware, we have secured the sponsorship, meaning that we have paid for it. I have begun registrations for those that are attending internationally, and I'm looking to get those closed out this week. That way everyone is in line for their visa should they need it. So that's the key focus. We do have a quote that's being prepared as far as having a Hydra deployment at the booth as a way of having a more ingrained or detailed call to action. So definitely catch up on the notes from yesterday's call. Those have been moved to the shared drive, the travel folder. If you have questions, please feel free to let us know. We are working out some other things as far as CF is helping with trying to organize the back wall. We are looking at some AV setups. And then we do have plans for a Vesper card for the event. We're looking at other things that we might need to print out in terms of merch or informational things, informational pamphlets as well. So I know there's a lot of things going on right now, be it elections. We're working on getting the budget together, but this is still going to be a pretty high focus. I'd like to close out April knowing that 3 weeks from then we will be all set for our sponsorship. So if there's anything that we need to have included or that we have not considered yet, please reach out. Please make a mention in the Discord. But yeah, other than that, I would say things are for the most part on track. Any questions?
No, great. Thank you. I didn't know that we closed that part very successfully. So great. Well done, Tex and team. Thank you. Thanks for that great update.
You're done. All right. Continuing forward here, the maintainer retainer program updates with Andamio. So we are doing a little bit of a pre-pilot in our pilot nature that we're doing. So the pilot nature, of course, is up to 18 maintainers that we're able to move forward. The first bit is trying to get the first 18 into the system. So I'm going to be reaching out to them, if not later today, then early next week, most likely, so that they can start getting enrolled in the platform, I do have a requirement to get the tasks out there, so there might be a little bit of a backlog on my side there, but we're working through it. At the end of the day, the platform is set up, and we do have direct methods of support. So this is finally moving along, I would say, and just keep a note that unfortunately we will need to add some more time into the busy calendars already for some additional interviews later in the month of April. So please do keep that in mind, and I will let you know when we need the availabilities. Okay. Let me actually take just a moment, and I will share what this looks like. Let me actually go here. There we go. So we are missing some graphics, but soon enough we will get a treasury balance in here. This available rewards I do expect to update, but what will happen is whenever we put out a task, it is going to be explicitly assigned to the maintainer. So they would be the only one that can claim that. So we do have a little bit of additional security that way. And here you'll always be able to see by contributors and the credentials claimed is how many people are enrolled in the project and have they claimed their credential for completing the onboarding course. So this will be a good double check for us there. But yeah, this is what we're looking at right now. Okay, questions on Andame?
Yeah, looks like we're very much preparing, and look like very soon we'll be live with this. Excited.
Awesome. All right. So next is the tooling sustainability program, some decisions. So of course we've had this review document circulating for a little while. We did get a response from the Mesh AI team. So the Mesh SDK, we're still pending that. I believe there were 2 applications for Mesh, but I guess the second one was probably related to Midnight. So we're going to keep some discussion moving that way. But Mesh AI gave a response, which I've shared with the group here. And then again, I do apologize that it was last night, but I just got the email yesterday on the Covenant program from MLabs. Again, we're not explicitly court, so I can put this decision out in the channel, but I just wondered if anybody wanted to discuss either of those 2 currently. I'm not seeing the hand, but go ahead. Oh, that was a comment. Sorry.
This is Ben.
Oh, okay.
Ben, you want to talk? What is it? Oh, no. Don't know. Sorry, a text from my side. I'm not gone through that yet, so no question or comment right now. But I will possibly put there on Discord itself.
Okay. So I will probably circle back on the different requests that I sent out. But next week, please do expect to see a number of different polls out so that we can just get a straightforward approval or decline. If anybody wanted to take a look at maybe starting to rewrite some of those, starting to rewrite some things for the tooling program, again, we may benefit by having some changes to the wording there. So that's a sub task right now. It's not the biggest priority, but if somebody's thinking about it, looking for something to do, you could essentially draft something up. And I imagine post the elections, we'll be looking at approving some revisions to that. Okay. We did not get our other attendees here as of yet. We are missing our parties for the Mithril Signer conversation. So I'm going to move here to Bug Bounty Program and Security Officer. So you guys may have seen some of the thread here in Discord where we were talking about this. Looking back to the post right now, we were doing a poll with just reactions. Right now we have 3 confirmations. So we are still missing some votes there. So please make sure that you take a look and let us know if we have an approval there. Intersect is planning on taking the program in the future years, and as I learned just yesterday, looks like there was a general expectation that Intersect would be managing and making the decisions on the bug bounty process via the security manager position. And so based on essentially the Security Council's vote and other administrative review, that may in part remove the OSC approval here of those funds being spent. So if that's something that you guys are comfortable with, providing that Mike, who's here, can come and provide regular updates, then we can move into that structure. Again, we don't have a full quorum, so I'll put that as a piece in the Discord there, a little bit more detail. But just some food for thought. If anybody has questions, let's make sure to just keep those questions generalized. But I'll pass this to Mike for a second to share some more.
Sorry, I was on mute. You guys have any questions? That would be the right time.
Yeah, a bit more of comment, I guess, but I'm not sure that it is being kept purely with the Intersect or steering committee, or where exactly is going to decide. That's a little unclear, but I also heard about it. And to me, open source committee is one place to be, but another one is the technical steering committee, because then there is a more technical understanding is put in there. But if there is a different plan from Intersect, like you say that there's going to be a separate security manager, fine. And in my view, it's good that the security manager work together with one of the committee, either OSC or TSC, and that could have been better arrangement. But I'm still keen to understand fully what is happening, how it's happening. So that's a generically comment.
I'll take this real quick, and then I'll let you respond there, Mike. Just as a reminder today, Mike Hornan is a security manager, which is under the OSC budget for this year. So we brought in and started this implementation, right? The security manager runs the Security Council and is the primary party that is actually reviewing, triaging all of these issues that are brought to us. So again, I'm gonna kick it back to him, but I wanted to make sure that there wasn't any confusion there. That's also our program currently, and also something that Intersect is planning to pick up in future years. So we're just working on a kind of a middle ground. And again, I'll explain that more in the Discord. But Mike, go ahead.
So just to summarize it, what happens is that people report, they do those reports through the security mail. If they have report related to specifically what is covered is everything related to the blockchain, Cardano Core, or the core component of our ecosystems. And I do the initial triaging. Okay, and so I do mostly the AI filtering as it is. Some of them are valuable, some of them are not. So as it is of today, we have a little more than 65 discarded report. And the one that has been shared to you by text are the one that we deem valuable. So each single one of them have been independently assessed by the whole Security Council, and we work towards a fix with the relevant parties. So as it is right now, it's IO, but maybe in the future it's going to have to be the guys from the Rust node or the guys from Dingo node. So I think you get it. So we've put a lot of time on each one of those separate issues that we had that has been shared to you in a summarized way, because we can't tell too much about those. But they, in my personal opinion, but again, like I'm not part of your group, but they are very valuable. I cannot go into details about these, and no, as a matter of fact, I will be able to, but later in the future. And the reason is some of those fixes are part of the actual nodes that we're attempting to convince SPOs to update to. So we are still in a troubled water, if I can phrase it like that. So we're trying to convince as much SPOs as possible to take these latest updates. So that's what I can say about those. But yeah, I know it sounds like more like a trust me bro kind of thing when I try to convince you to prove things that we cannot explain to you, but this is part of the vulnerability. So if we broadly and in detail explain what these are, we increase the risk of hit happening on mainnet, and this would be very, very bad. But what I can tell you is that I can explain those to you later on when we believe that the fix is or the mitigation is broadly implemented into everyone's nodes. So then it would be like no problem. For me, it would be no problem to explain in details those bugs because they're not. It wouldn't be possible to do them anymore. Just like the Christmas Eve attack, for example. Like this is something I could explain to you now because every single node has the fix, right? And this is not the actual case right now. So this is why we can't really like explain in detail. So I can only summarize the way we assess them. I can explain the process. I can explain we took all these very seriously and they are valuable, in my personal opinion. And the SCU proved those as well. And we tested and we also provided resources to those reporters who use those resources to test those vulnerabilities, and they've been provably how can I phrase that? They've been proven to be valuable. That's what I'm saying. So if you have any questions, that's what I'm here for.
So I was trying to understand what I am. Let me confirm what I understand, and I understand your point as well. Already, what you explained. But my understanding overall is that now our bug bounty program point of view, the bug reporting has been streamlined. There is a mechanism to report it, and once it's reported, you are analyzing them, and some of them to be not found to be really anything critical or important, and
a lot of them.
Yeah, and some are found, and that you are able to redirect to the right people in the ecosystem because they're different developers or maintainers. And then once those are effectively kind of resolved and impact is reduced or avoided, then maybe we make those things more public for our community kind of thing. So is that the process and it's working fine? I feel good. Okay, sorry.
That's how it is right now. Yes.
Yeah, it's just this kind of regular communication outside of social media that is valuable to create some kind of close awareness between the security side of the ecosystem of the technology and the community, right? In my as I expressed in Discord, I trust in your role and the work you are doing, but normally until it's usual that this kind of security and this kind of work has been under the shadows, in the shadows for a long time ago, for a long time. So in my opinion, it's time to create some kind of communication or some kind of relationship between the community and what we are doing in the security side to take these kind of conversations outside of social media. So I'm agree with your arguments about not going deep into the details about the security situations, but that was my proposal. Our advocates present regularly some kind of report, not for delivering some results, but just for keeping communication with the community specifically. So thanks for being here and giving us your take about the current situation. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah, So just so you know, that's part also of the process. I didn't precise that. We do build reports that will summarize all those reports as well. And I'm assuming that that's what we've done so far at Intersect. So when this is done, we do a big documentation summary report, and eventually they publicize it. But it's always once we've passed the window where it's still a problem to the ecosystem. As an example, what happened in November, right? We have this huge summary report that we did for the community, and the very same report or kind of report is going to be done for those as well. As soon as we believe, or the Security Council believe, that there is no more risk of hit happening to on our ecosystem. So this is coming. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Yeah, I know the opinion of the other committee members, but I would appreciate if you come regularly to the meetings and give
Sure.
us your general take of what's happening or how the things are going or all that stuff. That would be meaningful to the community in general. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
All right. Welcome back, Georg. Thanks so much. And we'll move on to the next piece here. The Security Officer Mid-Year Report Draft. So if you look back into the signed contract and the details of the incident monitoring program, one of the things that we do need to do here is a mid-year report. Some of this will be pretty heavy from Mike himself as far as what has been done, so we'll get those details from him. But if anybody wanted to throw together a draft, it's at least something that we can start working on, or that Mike can start filling in accordingly. So that should be a pretty quick task. Just pull something together that kind of matches our other styles of reporting so far, but is clear and detailed to talk a little bit more about this role. Again, as we currently own the budget item, this is our responsibility. That in future, as Intersect would pick up this program and the bug bounty program, they would begin to do those reports. So for this year, we need to get that report done. That's the next milestone that we have. So don't feel like you have to volunteer as of right now, but if you do start working on this, please just drop a note in the Discord. That way we don't have multiple people working on the same thing, without doing it collaboratively anyway. Questions? Okie dokie. I will move back. Some of this stuff is pretty light.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I could not unmute time quickly. Just so be clear that this incident monitoring is part of the bug bounty program, or you are talking this is separate?
Those are two separate programs. But the security manager that we brought in is one of the key administrative parties of the bug bounty program.
Yeah, but incident monitoring we are keeping completely separate, because that's probably when incident has happened, then monitoring and managing it, right? Okay, got it. I'm just trying to see that there is some sort of overlap, but yeah, not great deal. So fine, got it. Thank you.
So yes, the security manager does step in terms of helping us with incident monitoring and leading whenever an actual incident does occur. But they also manage, again, the security email inbox and then the reports for the bug bounty program as well. So not only did we request the functionality of being able to pay out and get bounties for bugs that were reported, we brought in the staff member to do that. So these two programs have always been connected in that regard.
Just to know in what extent this reporting is part of the Mike's, in this case, Mike's role, or is outside of his scope, because I think he is the most suitable person to give us a hand with this. Or I don't know if I'm wrong.
So again, we will ask Mike for some detail regarding his achievements thus far. But the rest of the report would be a qualitative report from the open source committee as the budget owner as to our approval of that.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, I can help you. I can help you with that. No problem. Just reach out to me and we'll get together and do it.
As soon as we have a draft, I will get that your way so you can input some information there. Okay. Again, if anybody's going to take that on, just let us know in the Discord channel. That way we can either work together or not do double work. Okay. All right. So I was going to retro here just a little bit because I think we do have a little bit of time. Georg, was there anything that you wanted to share from the Builderfest event? All in Discord. Perfect.
Yep. I have a camera at the town hall, so whenever the camera switches where they can see me, I don't want to be appearing that I'm talking when they can't hear me.
Understood. No problem. So next we have the 26-27 budget that we've been working on. So hopefully you guys have had some time to make some comments. We do have a session dedicated right after this, so I don't want to be taking or spending too much time on this right exactly this moment. But if there are any general questions, please do let me know. The big thing to understand is that we have about 1 week to kind of do some final polishing. I know that's a very quick timeline, but 1 week is the earliest that we'd be able to publish, which is the 13th of April. So you know, if we want to wait another day or two and go on the 14th or the 15th, that's not a major problem, but we'll kind of deep dive this more in the next hour to make sure that things are at least pretty close to where we want them to be. And then I will make sure that it's in a final revised format and get that shared with everybody accordingly. Any general questions on budget? Current or former? It's like current or new. Okie dokie. Next, I will move on. So we received notification that our Bitergia dashboard will stop being hosted at some point in the near future. I don't have an exact date on when that current hosting will go down, but we are working on the back end here through the use of the project support services to get this dashboard back up. Or rather get it up under our own implementation. And I've also cleared it through the tech team here, the Cardano tech team at Intersect, for us also to do some reporting through Crypto EQ. So for anyone who may remember, we had them presenting here just a couple of weeks ago in the meetings, and Georg has already put together some reports as well, which I believe were shared with the committee. Those reports step up to why we need to keep the Bitergia tool based on what it offers, and then additionally why the reporting piece of that is so important. Does anybody have any questions on this other than my notification that we are in process of trying to get this set up? All right. The next one, go ahead.
I said no question.
Perfect. So the next one here is the Code Forest program. Previously, we did send back, of course, the Summer of Code to the Treasury. The question here is you know, we started with 10 programs. We are pretty close on 8 of them, meaning we've got accelerator and project support services to get out and get moving. The accelerator program, of course, a couple weeks ago, we talked about a revised format for that. And we're targeting some of the enterprise members with Intersect to make use of that and accelerate some growth within the ecosystem via Intersect, right? Summer of Code, we already agreed to return. That metadata has been written out. The question is, for the Code Forest program, which was with regard to like feature bounties, is that something that we should also consider returning to the Treasury, noting that we have a major event that we're planning, we have the upcoming elections, and we have the other programs in which we're just working diligently to make sure that we're delivering upon. So it's really a question to the committee: do we continue on, kind of kicking the can down the road to write the contract and milestones for this program, or is this something that simply maybe we return back to the Treasury, especially considering it's not factored in next year's budget?
Sorry. So how much is the amount tax can remind, and how much time we are left with that, which we can take maximum time?
So code for us is 250,000 ADA, and we do not have currently any contract or milestones drafted for this program.
And it's for community, right? So, I mean, yeah, I think that same. Once the major hurdle is not on getting it done. I mean, somebody developing, but coordinating, inviting all the entries and assessing and that to finalize up to milestone, because amount is not that big, and if there are 3-4 proposals, the most developer or functionalities can be built within a month too, kind of thing, right? But the process, I think, before that is very time consuming, and it need to be done in right way. So that's a challenge I see. Sorry, again, the time is till June, right? Or how long we have time until to complete this?
Essentially, our 1 year from receipt of funds is going to be sometime in mid to late September, if I'm not mistaken.
So we have time till September, okay. Should we take some time to think on it, and one of us can come with a plan or execution initiative, then maybe we can still keep it. I think most of the time we will wish that this kind of budget was there so we can build something very useful and required, right? And right now we have a situation that we have budget, we are not able to build it. So it's I find it a little demotivating in general, but yes, it is. I guess, yeah, the key point has been that we've taken too much, and these things are not being executed. So my suggestion is that let's take a little bit time, and maybe we decide a bit later, maybe next week or in a week, 2 week time.
We can definitely push forward the decision. I would just leave as a suggestion or a note of comment. We have 8 other programs, and we have a lot of reporting and delivery still to be done. So as willing as I am to help facilitate and get things over the line, I would hate to not be able to achieve what we have the ability to with other programs before that deadline comes up, because we tried to throw in one more. But
Agree.
I'm not the committee, so it's whatever you all decide in this particular case here. But the suggestion is that we have a lot of other areas of focus and quite a few things ongoing. We also don't know who we're getting as far as new committee members, and there'll be a little bit of an onboarding delay there as well. So there is a reality where if we were moving forward with the code for us, we wouldn't even really be able to approve a contract with milestones until the middle of June at this point, which gives us less than 3 months to actually deliver a full program. So is that feasible?
Sorry, so the initial contract is between the Intersect and George? Is that the one you're talking about?
No, I'm misunderstanding what you're asking.
Sorry, so the contract with them, like if okay, maybe let me put it the other way. You said that contract signing may take time till June, which to me is pretty positive timeline, because if anyone comes with that idea and want to implement, that's what I'm trying to say. Implementation, probably 2 months or 3 months is pretty good. It's just mostly the time taken reaching up to the contract signing. That's my view.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we're still working through the tooling program. So, you know, when we've got something like that and possibly a change in some of that program wording, right? Again, I'm just suggesting that there's not necessarily enough time, and it's outside of the constraints of general committee member expectations for me to ask all of you to work 40 hours a week for the next 6 months, right? Even 30 hours a week, which is up from the 20 hours a month. You know, we're so there's a few different things that way. Again, let me step back from it because I don't want to be poisoning it. Anybody else wants to kind of jump in the conversation, we can do that. Again, we can forward this and we'll circle back on it again at the next official meeting here just to give a confirmation. But does anybody else have continued thoughts on this?
Yeah, I tend to agree with Georg about, okay, we're trying to give shape to put in good shape a few other programs. Maybe we can, it's part of our process to focus on these specific programs we have at the hand and let it go those that we are not working on currently. Maybe it's could be a good idea to return the funds. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, thanks.
All right. I don't think I had added an AOB to this particular agenda, but that's the section where we would be. Again, so there are some things that we didn't get to discuss that I will just need to forward to the next agenda here. Questions, comments, concerns, anything else that we should address here today? Okay. If there's nothing else, I will call it to a close here. But thanks so much. And for the committee members, I will see you all in the budget call.
Thanks a lot. See you soon.
Thank you. Thanks, Tex. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.